two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's got Allen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. This one caught by Davis. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's got a man. It's Williams. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. Got his man. It's Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
To number 18. A 3-yard pickup.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Williams. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose, Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
180! 180!
First down, Rivers. It's caught by Davis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
15!
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch
Hey, Haywood.
Check 52's the Mike. Check.
Now it's Rosen. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Rosen. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. 52.
Let's go.
Hey, quarter.
It's going to be a long day.
Quarter.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Rosen on 1st and 10. Well, this is caught by Williams. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They give it to Williams, running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Buying time to his left. Now big stripped. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions.
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Williams, running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Rivers right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rivers. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is caught, and he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. One receiver left, that's Allen. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw is Rivers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the 10, under 10.
Final play of the half, Rivers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
390.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Easy. Kill. 12.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know. Defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Throwing Rivers. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but now it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Once more, here's Eckler. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and those creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it's complete. Henry.
Wrap up.
Still moving. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On second down, Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. The quick slant caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
7 yards there and a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down, Williams. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rosen looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Rosen on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rosen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 61, matchbox lights.
Baby, I got you. Let's go. 80.
Again, it's Rosen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rosen, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah, in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
Greystone travel.
On first down, it's Rosen. It's complete to Williams. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly.
He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Hey, alert, alert. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Here we go.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. It's complete to Grant. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen has got it to Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 19. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Hey, Delta! He's coming. You draw quarter.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On second down now, it's Gordon. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose